God damn it, buddy! Where were you? We have to record the review. Das ist das.
Mega.
Servus Freunde, my name is Jimmy Cage.
And I'm Deniz, the Buddymeister.
We have reviewed almost 500 indie movies on the channel, and today's one was once again picked directly for us by one of our awesome Buddymeister supporters. This one was picked by Sujit PS, and the title of the movie is Sadayam. It's a 1992 Malayalam language psychological drama directed by Sibi Malayil, who we know from Kiridam, and written by M.T. Vasudevan Nair, who we know from Talvaram, Oru Varakan Vidagata, and I have also seen Panjagni. Buddymeister, what is the movie all about and who stars in it?
The movie starring Mohanlal, Thilakan, Mathu, Srinivasan, and Nedumurivenu. So, again, we get like the all-star cast.
Yeah, I think we get the all-star cast with like almost every Malayalam movie. I think it was a very small industry.
Yeah, sworn-in group. These people, Mohanlal, Thilakan. Sometimes there's Innocent too. Nedumurivenu.
Mammootty, of course.
Mammootty. Yeah, it's like,
but it's awesome.
Yeah, so the music was done by Johnson, by the way.
But that's also a name we are already familiar with.
Yeah, we know him from Kurivide, also Kiridam, and Butta Kannadi. So the movie apparently flopped at the box office.
But on IMDb, I think it says it was a box office hit. Yeah.
Okay, so
but
in Wikipedia,
I also
it
read
says
both.
It was a flop, but it, of course, like became a super cult movie, like so many others. And the movie follows Satyanathan, played by Mohanlal, a prisoner waiting to be hanged for murdering 4 people, including 2 children. That's it. That's the story.
Yeah.
And
by the way, when do we learn that 2 children are among the 4? Because I already knew it because it's on IMDb.
Yeah, I think they say it in some like sentence at the beginning. That they say like, he's the guy, something like this. Yeah.
Okay. Because this brings me to a problem.
Okay.
I think we both had with the movie.
Oh yeah.
And that's the quality of the print that was available. We watched it on YouTube because that was, I think, the only source where there were English subtitles. But unfortunately, the English subtitles, I think they were among the worst we ever encountered. First of all,
when we had subtitles.
Because first of all, like a fifth maybe or a sixth of the subtitles were just missing.
Yeah.
And that was particularly bad because they were like they were missing in very important scenes.
Yeah, very crucial moments where it's like, what is he saying?
Big music, dramatic music, great performance, and we had no idea what they were saying.
Yep.
And it was so bizarre because how does something like this happen? I mean, is the guy who or the woman
I don't know. I don't know.
Went out of the room?
Maybe I thought about it too. Maybe we can we couldn't call us lucky that we even got this.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a Malayalam movie.
The person who wrote the subtitles was like, okay, he didn't know better. I don't know.
I mean, it's
pretty annoying.
We watched it for free, and who are we to criticize? It's great that we can watch a Malayalam movie.
Yeah, but what happened?
That time. I mean, but still, it was bad.
So it would have actually been better if we weren't able to find this movie in the first place. So we didn't have a chance to watch it, so we wouldn't be disappointed.
Yeah, but we will talk about, I mean, the experience
in the subtitles.
Subtitles, exactly. Yeah, but apart from missing subtitles, the subtitles were also so rough. I mean, almost every third word was...
It's almost like you learn a new language when you read these subtitles. And sometimes, and then there comes the point where you just understand them. and think, okay, now I'm into the movie. But it's like these are not English subtitles; these are another language. But you learn it throughout the movie because you.
It's almost like sometimes there are these little tests for your brain. Like there's a sentence, but all the vocals are missing or something like that, and you can still read them, and you totally get what it means, even if everything is completely wrong. And it's a little bit like in this case, the subtitles were horrible, but still you could make out what they wanted to say.
I mean, you could even if we like missed some crucial scenes. The movie still worked because you got what it's about. Yeah, you got the characters. It's just enough. It's just enough.
Yeah, just one more word to the print we watched. The image quality was all right, I would say. It's like VHS, DVD level of quality. But unfortunately, the frame rate was completely messed up. It was full of like micro stutters all the time, so it was very tiring. But with
such a cinephile.
But come on, with a movie like this, that honestly looks pretty good. Yeah. That has pretty great atmosphere, I think. It would be so great to watch a movie like this in a, I don't know, restored print, sharp image, good sound. It would be amazing.
It's like that with so many other movies.
Yeah, I know, but especially Indian cinema, it's like...
I mean, especially Indian cinema,
it's such a bummer.
Yeah, of course.
So, Buddymeister, what did you think about the movie Sadayam?
I kind of like this movie.
Yeah, why are you so
no, I wanted to do this thing like, oh, I didn't like it. No, I kind of liked this movie. I say kind of because like there are some things and some like that like I couldn't let go. But all in all, it's a pretty good movie with great performance by Mohanlal. Yeah. And like some, I don't know, for me, in its best moments, this movie felt like I was reading a good book. Yeah. Something like that. Maybe that explains it well.
Yeah, I think this is a very good movie. Yeah. It's a very difficult movie. Yeah. It's, I think it's also probably a brave movie for Malayalam cinema at the time. And also for, this is probably a commercial movie with the cast like this. I mean, there are no real songs. I think there are 2 songs on the soundtrack, at least on Wikipedia, there are 2 songs. But in the version we watched, there are no songs. There's one moment in the second half where you think, now a song is coming. But then there's no song. So
there's only like the music when there's the photo shoot. Yeah, exactly. Jaya, and there's this music, but it's not.
But then there just isn't a song. Yeah, but this is a movie that's not afraid to go to some very dark place. The movie's already quite old, so we will spoil it. But we already spoiled it anyway because you already said the stories about a man who's
I did.
Sentenced to death because he killed 4 people, including 2 children. Yeah, and I'm not sure when that is mentioned, if that's something that we only learn throughout.
But we learned that he killed 4
that we learned
people
at the very
like
beginning.
In the first minute or so.
Yep.
Yeah. Because the movie starts very similar to Akrosh. It starts with a sentence with the like delivery of the judgment. Yeah, like this you get 4 killed 4 people sentenced to life and so on. It starts.
It also I put down Akrosh in my notes because I want to talk about something from Akrosh later on. We will spoil the movie. I think most people have seen this one. If not, I would recommend it. I think you too. Yeah. Yeah, I already hinted at it. I think one element that I enjoyed so much about this movie is the atmosphere. I think it has a really dense and immersive atmosphere. Yeah. Also, how the movie is structured is really nice because this is a movie that's not told in a chronological way, which, I mean, that's almost every Indian movie. Yeah. But so often it's like present, then one giant flashback.
With the bookends,
bookends. But this movie is going back and forth between present and past, and I think it's doing that in a pretty clever way, and also in not cinematic, but it's nice how they transition every time.
I love, and I think, but I just couldn't remember which movie it was. I think we have seen like this style once before, but I like couldn't make out what movie it was. But I really like this like this flashing of memories coming to one's mind, and then like it takes like 2 or 3 times, and then we stay in the past.
Yeah.
And it's like this great way of showing you how a mind works.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's almost like that when you think about the past, like this, there's something I can remember, and then you are in the past. And it's really nice. And it's also nice that we like get it from different characters. This flashback. That's really good. I really like the structure too.
Yeah. The movie has a pretty good flow, and the camera work is pretty nice. The background music by Johnson is haunting, sad, but not overt, not hitting you with a hammer on the head. It's really nice background music. This whole prison setting, I have to say, reminded me of The Green Mile. The Green Mile, of course, came out later, so The Green Mile wasn't out when this movie came out. And also in The Green Mile, we learned that the inmate is actually innocent, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
He
just was like at the wrong place at the wrong time. Or
exactly.
Something,
Here, it's not the case. Mohanlal's character really is guilty. And Mohanlal, I think his performance is really great. I think this is one of the best, one of his best performances that we have seen.
I think it's like one of my favorite performances of him that's not comedic or in parts comedic, because he's like here in this case, he's like just serious throughout. And he has like this, which fits to the atmosphere. He has this like, this strange aura surrounding him, where you just don't know as audience what is he about, because when the movie starts and he like we follow him to prison, he already has like this strange self-satisfying look where he like, and I know, why is he like, he goes to prison, why is he like smiling just a little bit, what is with this guy? And like when we get the flashbacks and we learn more about the characters and things become clearer, it's so I don't know. He's really like making a good, like a leveled character where you really want to know what he's gone through.
Yeah, absolutely. He's very calm, very restrained, very natural, but also very disturbed and kind of traumatized. And there comes a point where he snapped. Yeah, and we get this whole sequence that happens later in the movie where we see the actual murders, and that's a pretty fantastic sequence. It's really disturbing. He's like a total psycho, but like a believable psycho, not like a I don't know, pulp novel psycho killer, but like someone who all his life there was something wrong with the way he was treated by other people, and the way women are treated in this culture, and now he just, I don't know, in that one moment it was too much, and then he loses his grip on reality.
He's just triggered. And it like and I like that it's like the movie plans it with like this scene where he's a kid at the beach where he meets the father, played by Nidemudivenu, and like some other kids destroy his sandcastle. And he like immediately jumps on this boy and like beats him with some wood or something. And
when he's an adult, he also beats up a guy.
When he's an adult, he also beats up a guy. But it's also kind of nice that, and that's something that I only like thought about later, when he like moves into this place and he realizes what's going on around him with the neighbor pimp who takes all these little girls as prostitutes, or tries to. And at that moment, he immediately says to the landlord, I want to move somewhere else. I want to move somewhere else where there are no problems around me. And it's kind of, he knows that he can be triggered in the wrong way when something happens.
I also find it fascinating. I think there are quite a few, maybe not, but I think there are quite a few Malayalam movies that are set in prison, like Buddha Kannadi, the magnifying glass, or Mati Lukal.
Yes,
so
exactly.
It's interesting. Mohanlal's performance is the standout here, I think, but all the other performances are also pretty good from Thilakan, Nidemudivenu,
Matu, there's Jaya.
Exactly. Sudini Vasan is in the movie for a little bit. It also reminded me, I didn't know when I watched the movie that it's the same director like Kiridan. Or Kiridam. But I found it fascinating that Thilakan and Mohanlal are again kind of
clashing.
In that other movie he was the father, now he's the father of one of his victims. The movie deals with themes like abuse, trauma, depression, but also the plight of women and the system of oppression and prostitution. And I thought with Vijayan dealing with photography, I also got a little vibe like this is also about objectification, like watching someone through a lens and arrange them the way you want them to be. And then, of course, later there's this shift in his character, or maybe not shift, but when we see his actual character, he's of course a total scumbag. That part, honestly, was a little bit too much for me, because I thought that was the most melodramatic aspect of the movie. We see him for the first time. He's this kind of cute, adoring looking guy with a round face, almost no beard, and he looks really nice. And then it's revealed that he's a scumbag and he treats the woman like shit. And I get the point, and it's okay. He's kind of the villain, but it was for me a little bit too easy and
it's like not really that comprehensible where he's coming from. Like it's just we need him to be the bad guy to make this more dramatic.
It doesn't feel like a real character. I mean, there are probably a lot of scumbags like him, but in the movie it was like okay, I get it, and let's get past that.
But I think with this movie, it's like how long? 150 minutes almost. It has its lengthy passages. Like so many other movies. But with this one, I thought it's like always fascinating and interesting, and also tense. I thought because you kind of there's more than one situation where you like have an advance in knowledge or something. You know something that the characters don't know, or like it's the other way around. I don't know. And so it's always like interesting how things will play out. Of course, also because our lead protagonist is like waiting to be hanged. So there also comes in this factor where you think, so will he get off this thing, or will he actually be killed? And so it's kind of nice.
So now my criticism with the movie.
Okay.
Overall, I think it's a fascinating movie. It's a good movie. It has great elements. But I'm also a little bit torn about the whole thing. So on one hand, I appreciate that our protagonist is a very troubled man and a very guilty man. And I appreciate that the movie is trying to paint a complex picture of a human being. And it's not just black and white and stuff like that. And I also appreciate I think the movie is pretty much against the death, against capital punishment. And I'm all for that.
You mean you're all for being against it?
I'm all for being against capital punishment. And when you watch a movie like this, I think you realize someone like his character, he shouldn't be in prison. He should be in a psychiatry.
And some mental institution.
Exactly. So I get what the movie is trying to do, but at the same time, I don't know. And this is where I thought about Akrosh. It's a movie where a man is killing some women. And it's an old movie, but I still thought the movie is painting him in a too kind of nice way. It's too forgiving. It's too, I don't know, it comes across as if there's some kind of nobility about him killing those women because he can't take it anymore, and that's the society he lives in. And I thought the way he is treated by everyone is a little bit not super plausible and a little bit too much for me. We have this one guy, Thilakan. He's the father of one of the victims. He treats him like shit. He wants revenge. He wants to see him hanged. But the rest of the prison, they are all like, he's some kind of, almost like a saint. And
a savior of some kind who like,
I thought that was a little bit strange and a little bit too much. And spoiler for Akrosh, but in that movie, Ompuri's character is also killing his younger sister because that's the only way he can save the woman from the bad society. And I always understand the point they are making. It's an important point, and it's criticizing the society, but at the same time, it's so male-oriented. It's so the man is doing kind of the best,
the noble thing,
noble
thing here.
And I think that's I don't know, that just doesn't sit well.
Yeah, I mean, in Akrosh, it like was connected to this whole like being like of a caste. There's also with the caste issues. So, and it's like it works better because the atmosphere of Akrosh is like this. Ompuri doesn't say a word in this movie, and he's like it has this like oppressing feeling where it makes more sense. Yeah. But in this one, it's like I had the same problem, and it's just like it's not the first movie. Like it's not only Akrosh. We've seen a few movies where like this strange understanding of what's right and wrong. And like you said, for me it was also too much like he's a hero or something. And even I thought about it. Even if you'd say like, okay, he like Vijayan, he had it coming. He deserved it. He's a scumbag. Even if you say, he saved those girls from prostitution, but he also killed the fourth guy, and that fourth guy really had nothing to do with anything. He was an innocent bystander. That was Anthony or something. He's the character. So I thought, even if you like say, okay, these three, he saved these girls, and he killed them, he killed another person who had nothing to do with. So I don't know. It's like these things didn't come together for me in the end, and that's like why I said at the beginning I really like this movie. But there is like this disparity between the end, the morale. What I have to say though is that I kind of liked that Satyanathan wasn't allowed to live in the end. That he didn't get away with it. So that's like for me it felt like a higher power like didn't allow him to survive. Even if all these people think that you're a great hero, no, you can't live. And I thought that was a fitting end to the story, that he really dies, even if it's by capital punishment. For this story, it makes kind of of an ending that I was okay with.
Yeah, me too. It was just strange that even the older sister, the love interest, is coming to him and not really confronting him about what he did.
You mean Jaya, when she comes?
Yeah, she's the older sister of the two that he killed, right?
No, Jaya is the one who got pregnant, the oldest sister.
Yeah, but the girls he killed, they are the sisters. So
but she's also like talking to him like he's a great.
And that's just too much for me.
I think she's also saying like she should have poisoned her sisters instead of him, so she would be in prison and not him. And
exactly, that's all a bit.
That's this whole morale thing that I
can't
work with.
We are coming from a different society, culture, I don't know, but that's just a little bit weird. And also that the big clash for the majority of the movie is between Thilakan's character and Mohanlal's character.
Almost done like in a thriller, these two positions.
But I don't like that this clash is about the victim, where you think like, he deserved it, kind of. He was a scumbag, and that's the clash. But with the little girls, it's not really. Nobody's really
talking about what happened there. So it's like,
nobody's like, man, you really messed up and destroyed the lives of these two innocent girls.
I think the only things that Satyanathan himself says is like, I made this decision back then, but it was the wrong decision. Now I know that it wasn't wrong. I at the time I thought it was right. It's like this sentence where I think, okay, this is like more of this. I wanted more of this, like thinking about what happened, making some talking about the ethics here, talking about the morale. But it's like pushed in the background for all this other.
I mean, it's Kerala is also Christianity is big in Kerala, and we have seen a lot of Malayalam movies where there's Christianity in it. And here we have Nedumudi Venu as the father. So forgiveness is, of course, a big part of that religion. And that's in the movie. But overall, I think it's great that the movie is thought-provoking and it's told in a really good fashion. But I think we can say we have some issues with it, and it's also totally fine.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to add?
No. I wrote a lot, but I think
it's all not that important.
It's all stupid. No. Stupid. I think I can say something in German.
What would you say in German?
Sadayam ist ein gelungenes Psychogramm, das von Mohanlals Leistung und der interessanten Erzählstruktur lebt. Der etwas fade Beigeschmack des Endes wird zwar noch leicht vermindert, verschwindet aber nicht ganz.
I have almost the same thing.
Yeah.
Sadayam ist ein düsteres und vermutlich auch mutiges Psychogramm eines gestörten Mannes, das einnehmend erzählt ist und eine von Mohanlals stärksten Darbietungen bietet. Die Ausrichtung war mir aber auch etwas zu vergebend für die Schwere des Verbrechens.
Oh, nice. Yours sounds like I don't know. Like a judge saying some kind of judgment.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I give Sadayam 7 out of 10. It's more like 7.1, but I don't do that.
For me, it's also 7 out of 10. It's more like 7.3, but I don't do that either. So, some serious trivia now.
Okay.
Did you know that there are 539 prisoners on death row in India as of December 2022?
500?
539.
Yeah, but India is a pretty big country.
Yeah, but now listen to this. For comparison, there are around...
In the United States?
Yeah. There are around 2,363 prisoners on death row in the USA as of October 2022.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like 5 times more.
Yeah.
And USA is like, how many? 300 million?
300 million, yeah.
So, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, not just the people on death row, but all the prisoners in the United States. It's so
unbelievable
many
numbers.
It's unbelievable. Please let us know what you think about Sadayam in the comments below. You can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and also on Patreon, simply at TheJimmyCage.
And you can hit me up on Twitter at Buddymeister.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like.
And make sure you hit that bell for all we have to tell.
No.
Die Finger irgendwie.
Ja, klar.